no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby. What's up, name? Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby. Better say my name. The other day, I would call, you would say, baby, how's your day? But today, it ain't the same. Every other word is a yeah, okay. Could it be that you are at the crib with another lady? If you took it there, first of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around and play. So prove yourself to me, if I'm the girl that you claim. Why don't you say the things that you said to me yesterday? I know you say that I haven't doing things. Something's going down, that's the way it seems. Shouldn't be the reason why you acting strange.
Be like, damn, slow down. I know you see a queen adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She been living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can get just.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Audrey Marcel, and you guys are tuned in with another episode of All the Way Home with Audrey, where we discuss trending news that get you all the way home from your long, and I mean long, day of work. Please do not forget to come in, subscribe, and like the video, y'all. I'm not a stickler for likes, but I hear everybody else saying it. So go ahead and like it. Okay? Like the video, please. If you are watching the video back, please make sure you like it and comment below your thoughts. Today we're gonna be chit-chatting about some things. First of all, hey Martisha, hey Cece. I want to talk about the hidden colors. So if y'all been over here or if y'all rewatched it, we've played Hidden Colors Part 1 and Part 2. So far, how are y'all liking it? Are y'all liking Hidden Colors? I'm really busy this week. I have finals, but I'm going to try to squeeze it in maybe Thursday or Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to try to do Hidden Colors Part 3. So just stay tuned. I haven't did a community tab vote yet or poll yet because I really don't know when I'm going to be free. But I'm so happy that y'all have been liking Hidden Colors. Like I said, I've already seen 1 through 4, but I've low-key kind of forgot some of the stuff that was mentioned in all of them because it's been years. So rewatching it with y'all has been good. Hey, AK. But it's just crazy because a lot of things that they have said is like true or like still going on today or just now happening, and they already predicted it. So it's really crazy watching it back. Hey, Aaron. Aaron's watching from Facebook. I'm streaming live on Facebook too, y'all. If y'all did not know, I do go live and post videos on my Facebook page, Audrey Marcel. I'm gonna get back into true crime, y'all, but we're gonna be covering the Megan, the Stallion, and Tory Lanez trial. So I'm not gonna do any true crime stories this week. I'm just gonna be giving updates on the Megan Stallion and Tory Lanez trial. And if I do a true crime story, it'll just be a video. It won't be a live. So I might, if I have time to film one today, I might do one and have it up for you guys tomorrow. So jumping right into today's topics, y'all. Now this one, y'all know I gotta cover it. Y'all know I have to cover it. Can y'all believe that P. Diddy just had a new baby? So on Saturday, he announced, he said, I'm so blessed to welcome my baby girl, Love Shine Combs, to the world. Mama Combs, Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Delilah, Jesse, and myself all love you so much. God is the greatest. Now, first of all, let's unpack this real quick. So P. Diddy, hey Miss Rod, P. Diddy, I thought he changed his name to Love. So he just had a baby girl that is technically a junior. Is his name Love? His name is Love, right? Didn't he change his name? Now it's really getting weird at this point. P. Diddy is way too mother effing old. Let's just be very clear. Y'all know the twins and Chance, they damn near are triplets because he had all of them in the same year. Delilah and Jesse are twins, but Chance is their older sister, but they're technically all the same age. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy. Y'all know he dibbled and dabbles with both sexes. Y'all know this man is not a straight man. He is bisexual. I don't care what anyone says. Those rumors ain't just rumors. They've been talking about this for centuries at this point. No, I'm just playing, decades at this point. So he has had a new baby. It's alleged that he had the baby with a 28-year-old cyber analyst or something like that. She's an Asian woman, or she appears to be Asian. I'm not sure, but y'all, y'all, so he had this random baby, but y'all know what I'm about to talk about. He has been in this love fiasco with Caresha and about 3 other women. So y'all know at his birthday party, Caresha bought him a chain, and she was going back and forth like subtweeting this woman, this racially ambiguous woman, and we was all focused on that. But the whole time they on the internet arguing, he got a bun bacon. Like he's literally having another baby with someone completely different. So y'all know DJ Academics. He is someone that is always in hot water because he is always in women's business, and a lot of people, question his sexuality, and they always want to know like what exactly do you like, Academics, because you too hard on women and too soft on men. So he gets on today and he basically alleges that Caresha is the side chick. He's basically saying that Caresha is the side chick because all this whole time she's been claiming that they madly in love, they in love real bad, and P. Diddy got a whole another baby on the way. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think that Caresha ever confirmed that they are exclusive. Like, you're my man, you're my woman, we're not going to date anybody else. And I know that this couldn't be a thing in her head because we know that there's other women, i.e., that was even at the birthday party, that also claim P. Diddy as a love interest. They all love him. It's really giving weird. Um, but I agree with you, AK. I thought it was a publicity. I thought it was for publicity. It's really weird that Caresha would like a bisexual man. Like, I'm not dating anyone that does not like only my body parts. That's just for me. I'm not saying that other people have to turn it down. If y'all like bisexual men, y'all like that. Hey, but my man can't like hot dogs and sushi. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's too confusing. So I thought it was just for publicity because surely y'all not really together. Now, if Caresha is, you know, entertaining this man, we all know what it's for. It's for, like we said, publicity, money, status. She's winning. I don't believe that she's a side chick because I don't one believe that they're together. And if they are dating, she's still coming out on top. Caresha is a young woman. She is successful, and P. Diddy's just gonna put her in the right places. Y'all know she has that Caresha Please podcast or show. It's doing amazing. It's on his network. She garners millions of views. Her status has went up. So him having a baby, yeah, I wouldn't be throwing no fit either. I don't think Caresha's trying to settle down with this man. This man has how many kids? Let's go back to the tweet. Let's count. Let's count here. What did he say? He said, love. So love is a new baby. He got Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Delilah, Jesse. So this man got 7 kids. Y'all really think that she is trying to marry him? Like, come on now. Like, AK, I don't think she's bi. I don't know if Caresha is bi now. I don't know. She could be, but I don't think so. But he got 7 kids. I don't think Caresha, being young, trying to live her best life, even cares. Like, he had a new baby. They're not together. They're not living together, sharing children or none of that. So I don't agree that she's a side chick, but y'all vote. Is she a side chick? Do y'all feel like she's stupid? Is she wasting her time? Like, let's just remember that we're talking about Holly Weird. So we cannot use our traditional views to talk about this. We have to really think in a weird way, y'all. So if y'all weird thinking conjures up that she's a side chick, hey, okay, that's cool. But I just feel like she's ultimately winning. I don't think that she is getting any short end of the stick. I just hope she's being careful if they are actually intertwining, you guys, actually having relations. I hope she's being very safe with her health status. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's not healthy to be sharing one hot dog with a lot of people. It's just really nasty. So I hope she's being safe in that aspect. But I don't think that she is a side chick or losing anything from this publicity stunt of dating P. Diddy. That's just my opinion though. Okay, Nicole said no, she's not a side chick. They both know what it is. Yeah, yeah. And P. Diddy, he clearly likes entertaining girls. This is something fun for him. He's filthy rich. Caresha is getting to the bag, whether he's giving her the money or getting her into the doorways, alleyways of getting more money. She is an entertainer, but she's always said she's not going to rap forever because she's not a rapper. So I feel like her dating him or, using him is just getting her to where she needs to be comfortable because she does have children and she already expressed that she does not want to be a full-time rapper. That's not her dream or ambition. She never wanted to be a rapper. So I feel like she just knows that she needs to go and explore new things. Yeah, India, he had another baby on Saturday with a 28-year-old Asian woman. But yeah, so he just had his seventh baby. I don't think she's a side chick because Puffy don't have a main. I think she's in it for what she can get, and that's it. Absolutely. I think they're in an open relationship. I was hoping they are all using rubbers. But the new Papa baby, I guess not. Girl, that's what I said. But you never know. Was this a planned baby? Is it giving Nick Cannon, Father Abraham Cannon? What is it giving? Hey, time will tell. Time will tell. But I'm just confused on the baby's name. Is the baby a junior? Is that what it is? Baby, I don't get it. It's Holly weird. Word is the Asian chick husband left her. They waited until the DNA test came. Lord! Nicole, what? Allegedly, the Asian chick's husband left her. And they had to get a DNA test. You know what? Too much. Too much. Too much. You know what? I cannot. Hey, Tracy. I cannot. These people. Y'all, speaking of which, that leads me to give y'all updates. Y'all know Nia Long, she left her cheating ass long time fiance. She left him. But have y'all been keeping up with the whole Good Morning America debacle of the two hosts allegedly cheating or not cheating on their spouses, and they're on suspension. They're looking into the funds that they were spending and making sure that they weren't spending company resources on dates. I forgot the two anchors' names, but have y'all been keeping up with that? Because I thought that was so crazy. What's their names? I didn't expect to talk about that, but since y'all said the Asian lady cheated on her husband, and it made me think of it. Hold on. No, not Michael Strahan. Girl, what? Audrey, what? T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach. Y'all know that they having an affair. They both are married, pending divorce, and they were, co-workers as the anchors. Yeah, TJ. Yeah, that's crazy. Really, really crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next topic, which, a lot of people have been talking about, but it's Brittney Griner. Y'all know that she was held in Russia. She was charged for having a low amount of marijuana, like vape pens, and she was charged to 6 years in prison in Russia. And so a lot of people were, advocating and fighting for her to come home. Well, last week she was released from prison in Russia. It was actually a swap, you guys. And the swap is not, a lot of people are upset about this swap. Now, there's a lot of things that are come into play when we talk about the swap that happened. Now, on the right of the screen, yes, okay, Nicole. So Nicole already voiced her opinion. She said this pisses me off. She should be in jail. Okay, so you are one that also feels this way. Now, I'm just gonna tell the story, but you guys can feel free to chime in. Brittney Griner was charged, but there it's not just her or the guy on the right of the screen, Paul Whelan. Paul Whelan is an ex-Marine who is being held in a Russian prison for 16 years. He's already done 40 months for espionage crimes. They believe that he is a spy, an American spy, and they are holding him for that. Now, he also is a former Marine. So people keep talking about Paul Whelan and saying he was a Marine. He was a Marine. No, he was a former Marine. He was charged with stealing $10,000. So he was discharged from being a Marine. That is what I have learned. I'm not sure how true that is, but he was basically a freelancer over in Russia during the time. And once I researched the story, I've gotten three different stories. One, he was there as a freelance agent. The other story was he was there for a wedding. And then I forgot the last one. So I'm not really sure of how exactly he got arrested or why they believe that he is a spy. But that is why they are holding him. They believe that he was collecting information to, of course, give to America. If you guys did not know, Russia and any other country, they're not for that. They're not going to have someone over in their country spying on them and giving information. If you're caught, a lot of times it could be deadly, but he is being held there, and for 16 years. He's already done 40 months. So a lot of people are like, well, why did they give up Brittney and not him? And they exchanged Victor Bout, which is a arms dealer. He has this crazy ass name. What is the name? What is his name, y'all? The Merchant of Death or something? That is, that's what they claim he is. Now, he is someone that was going to do 26 years in federal prison here, but they exchanged him. Now, Merchant of Death. Okay. So at the time of the exchange, when we of course spoke out and said, well, why didn't y'all get Paul Whelan out? He's done 40 months. He deserves to be free. Y'all let a drug user go and not him for a merchant of death, an arms dealer, a very, very dangerous man. He is attached to 25 victims, and he was supposed to be allegedly trying to do a crime here, and that's how he got caught. He was trying to kill more people. But why wouldn't y'all swap both of them? Well, per my understanding, I watched a video, and I'm gonna link it in the comments below after this. I watched a video where a lawyer broke it down, and the lawyer basically said that there was no way that they were going to ever give up a spy, which is allegedly Paul, for anybody. They feel like he was caught and he's going to do wrong. Now, although America, we will not admit that he was a spy. We can't. They're not going to say anything. There's nothing that they can do. Well, it also came out that Trump, when he was the president, they also tried to get him, Paul Whelan, out in exchange for the Merchant of Death. And he said no. He said no. Paul need to stay over there, and he felt like Brittney Griner need to stay over there. Trump has spoke out and said he feels like neither one of these parties should have ever been traded for the Merchant of Death. In my personal opinion, I don't feel like the two swaps matched each other. Like a arms dealer and a someone who had vape pens, I don't feel like that was a fair swap, in my opinion. Am I happy that Brittney is home? Absolutely. Do I need to continue to look into the story with Paul Whelan? Yes, because I am definitely intrigued. I went down a rabbit hole, and they said that he also is a citizen of other countries. So why aren't those countries fighting to get him back as well? Because he's not just an American citizen. So it's a lot that's going on with this Paul Whelan, but I feel like if he was harder to get out and harder to negotiate, I feel like Victor should have been harder to negotiate as well. That is just my opinion, because I feel like he actually did commit a crime. Brittney Griner and her vape pen she was not trying to forge war, attack Russia, do any of that. Yes, and Obama did also decline the trade as well. No one was going to trade Victor Bout. Like, it was never going to happen. So I am curious to know exactly why, what was the reasoning for them saying, okay, let's trade a basketball player for an arms dealer. I do want to know that. I do. That's just my opinion of it. Now, that's not to take away from her being home and me being happy, but I do feel like yeah, that's what I read as well, Adore Nicole. That he's not as innocent as people think. They believe that he's a spy. Y'all know that the CIA, we're in the FBI, they're not going to admit that this man is a spy. They're not going to do it. But he was a former Marine. He's not a former Marine because he's locked up in Russia. So y'all do need to put two and two together as to why he's also a former Marine. Like, it's so much to this, but we can break it down because I am curious as well to know why he's over there. Now, there was a meeting that his sister, Whelan's sister, had with the president today, President Biden, today, to go over next steps of getting him out. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't feel like he's getting out. He's not. And if anybody was using their brain, it is Russia. They just got the best deal. They got an arms dealer, a very powerful man that will sit right next to Putin. They're friends, clearly. Putin's dangerous, and this arms dealer is dangerous as well. They're back reunited, and all we got out of the deal was an NBA player. And I'm not saying like in a bad way, but if we're thinking about safety, if we're thinking about strategy, if we're thinking about negotiations and things that we need to do to cover our ass as American citizens, what the hell did we get back? If Paul was a spy, right? We never got the information from him, and we will never get the information. And all we got back is Brittney. Now, she should have came back, but I felt like the negotiation should have been something completely different. And if they couldn't come to terms, Victor Bout should have sat his ass over here. First of all, his time is only 26 years, which we can get into that later. Why is he only getting charged with 26 years, but we got people who sell weed in America and they're getting 60 years to life? Like, it's just crazy. But we can go down a rabbit hole on that, because when I seen that this man was basically charged for terroristic acts, was only charged with 26 years, but we have people that was born here, ain't never hurt nobody, just sold a little dime bag to someone and get more time. Y'all, that's crazy to me. Yes, he is a global threat. When I read, hold on, let me pull it up, what they said. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what they said about this Merchant of Death guy, because I was like, whoa. Mm-mm-mm. So this was the official statement from Biden. He said this was not a choice of which American to bring home. Sadly, sadly, for legitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittney's. And while we have not yet succeeded in securing Paul's release, we are not giving up. We will never give up. The negotiations were painstaking and intense, according to him. Yes, he has four passports. He's a citizen of other countries. I can't remember which ones, but he's definitely a citizen of other countries. It's just really crazy. So I appreciate y'all opinions. I see that a lot of people agree that maybe it wasn't wise for us to swap out Brittney for Victor. And I don't agree. I feel like we took the short end of the stick. And I'm gonna wrap it up here. Biden, we need another stimulus. What are you doing over there? We need something. Okay. Okay. Biden, brother, if you want to see another 4 years, you got to do something. You got to give us something, because right now you're not giving shit but high prices. Okay. We need something, brother. Sir, man, sir, gentleman, my guy, Give us something. Give us something to work with. You think that because you bought, see, I know what you're thinking. You think because you bought Brittney back that we're gonna vote for you. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. we need another stimulus, and that's just the bare minimum. We are in a crisis. Okay, people ain't buying houses. Y'all know when the housing market, when the real estate goes down, our economy tanks. People ain't buying houses no more. The interest rates are at 11%. I tried to buy strawberries the other day. They were $8.99 a carton. Ain't nobody hiring for jobs. I mean, what is going on? Biden. It's time to wake up. I know you fell off that bike, but listen to us. The stimulus is the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. And that might not even get you what you need. But if you want to see another 4 years, my guy, you better get your shit together. Because we're not getting much of anything. And no, Trump, you want drug dealers to get life sentences in prison. You, my guy, go pay your taxes. That's it. Like, we're not dealing with y'all. Give us something new. Pick someone else. We need fresh meat. Right now, it's giving horrible. We're not proud to be American citizens today. So finally, we're going to talk about the long awaited trial between these two. Okay? Y'all, it's been 2 years. It has been 2 years. And trial finally started today between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. This is a criminal trial. Tory Lanez is facing 22 years, you guys. 22 years. 22 years. Roughly the same amount of time as Victor Bout, but whatever. He's facing 22 years for allegedly shooting Megan Thee Stallion back in July of 2020, you guys. Now, we all remember the infamous dance bitch quote that allegedly happened, and they were allegedly dating. Her and her friend Kelsey were long friends, childhood friends, and then now they're not friends no more. It's just a lot going on. So today was the first day of trial. It's just the opening statements. There is an open jury, but he is facing one felony charge for mishandling a weapon, and that is actually going to be decided by the judge overseeing the case. So he does not have a jury for that. Now, when Tory Lanez, when Daystar walked into court today, y'all, why was he holding his son? Y'all know that it's a closed trial, so there's no media coverage inside, but there are representatives that are in there that are speaking towards it, and I'm going to play a video. But it is alleged that Tory Lanez came to court with his child, y'all. Now, a lot of people frown upon that. A lot of judges don't even allow anyone under the age of 10 to be in there. And why does he need to be here listening to these type of crimes? Like, I'm so confused. I'm really confused. But I'm going to go ahead and play the video of what allegedly took place during the first part of the trial.
We had to pause midway through for lunch. Better than TV. If you watch the prosecution's opening statement, you would say guilty. If you then watch the defense's opening statement, you would say, what the hell is the prosecution thinking, charging him? Basically, the prosecution started with this story. They said that, hey, they're all at the party, and Tory is leaving the party with Meg. They're in the car. An argument breaks out, during which Meg says and insults his skills as a rap artist. This leads to a situation where she gets out of the car and he shoots at her feet and yells, "Dance bitch." And then she ends up at a hospital, and a doctor takes out 3 fragments of bullet wounds from her foot. Now, if you just hear, and the prosecution says that Kelsey, the other woman in the car, is going to testify that Tory shot Meg. And Kelsey has a text message where she texts somebody that, hey, Tory shot Meg. And then the rest of the prosecution's case is based on all these calls and texts where Tory's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so drunk. He never says that I shot him. He's just like, oh, I'm just so sorry. I'm so drunk. So question what he's apologizing for. So that's the prosecution's case. Seems pretty easy. Then the defense comes up and man, it gets spicy. First, the defense goes, they're not telling you about half of what's going on. The most important thing they're not telling you about an eyewitness who saw two women fighting, Kelsey and Meg. And so let's talk about why them two are fighting. Let's talk about how she was in the front seat. The gun was caught in the front seat. Let's talk about how she might have gunpowder. She does have gunpowder. Let's talk about how this has nothing to do with the fight between Tory and Meg and everything to do with the fight between Meg and Kelsey. And then the defense starts dropping the bombs. He basically says this, that they're in the car. Yeah, they left. But do you know why they left? They left because Kylie and Tory were in the pool together. And Kelsey and Meg both felt some type of way about that, to the point that Meg felt really some type of way about that. And she was really trying to go, to the point that eventually, because of how Meg is acting, this is according to the defense, Kylie Jenner goes to Meg Thee Stallion and says, it's time for you to leave. They all leave. The defense's point is what happens in the car is this. Tory questions Kelsey, hey Kelsey, why are you backing up Meg for me trying to, get it on with Kylie Jenner? Meg has been snaking men from you your whole life. I hooked up with you, Kelsey, and then Meg went behind your back and hooked up with me. And Kelsey, this is not the first time. You had been hooking up with Ben Simmons. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with Ben Simmons. You had been hooking up with the baby. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with the baby. And so the defense starts dropping all these grenades. The crowd is captivated. The jury's like, oh, what's going on? And there's every reason to believe that there could have been a fight here, not between Tory and Meg, but between Meg and Kelsey. And the shooting could have not been Tory. It could have been done by any one of the other people in that car. What does all of this mean? Well, I'll tell you a couple things. First, Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's husband, is going to testify, so this will continue to be must-see TV. Two, the judge is terrific. I expect a very fair trial. The lawyers on the defense side are terrific. I don't know what the government lawyer was doing, giving an opening presentation that made it seem like the most open and shut case ever, when in fact there are huge questions, including an eyewitness who saw two women fighting, suggesting that you have to explain that theory to the jury, and you didn't. So I don't love the prosecution's opening in that regard.
Okay, so there you guys have it. That TikTok cut it off. So, and I couldn't find the other part, and I was like, my live about to start. But there you guys have it. So basically, from what I'm gathering, AK, you are hitting it right on the head. This story has I'm tired of hearing about it. Like, it's literally who's telling the truth and who's lying. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like Tory is lying. And the main reason why I believe that Tory is lying about his involvement is because Tory just got into an altercation with August Alsina. He lied. August Alsina went and posted on Instagram that, and mind you, this is a different situation, but follow me. He went on his Instagram and basically said that he was jumped by Tory and his entourage. Tory posted a picture saying that he was in the studio the whole night. August Alsina gets the clip in 4K. And you see August Alsina assaulting, not August Alsina, you see Tory Lanez, you see Daystar assaulting August Alsina and then walking away very happy and cheering. This man is a dangerous liar, but he's short. He has short man syndrome, and short men cannot be trusted. Okay? 95% of them cannot. I don't know about the other 5, but I'm going to give y'all a little bit of grace. This man is a stone cold liar. It seems to me that they're just going to try to slut shame Megan into basically being looking like some whore. That's just my opinion. Like, you always stealing your friend's man, your friend and you got an issue, and it has things to do with you and your vagina. That's what I'm getting. This is the lamest terms of what I'm getting, because Tory is obsessed with talking about Megan Thee Stallion's sex life. That's it. So he's going to use this as some type of way to paint a narrative and build reasonable doubt, y'all. Because remember, in court, all you have to do is prove reasonable doubt. If there's reasonable doubt, then that he gets to walk away. So they're going to prove reasonable doubt by basically saying that she and her friend have had a long relationship of stealing each other's men and fighting. And then they're no longer friends now. So that shows you that there's some type of validity in this story. Remember, this is all just storytelling. So once you go from that, it's going to be hard for the prosecution to prove who shot Megan. Megan initially told the police one completely different story. She told them that she stepped on glass, right? So off rips, you got the initial police report that says that she stepped on glass. That is going to be hard for them to refute and go back and try to paint a new story. But once she got the doctors involved, and the doctor, pulled out the 2 bullet fragments, she said that, Tory shot her. Okay, cool. Tory shot her, but she never saw behind her back. Well, Megan Thee Stallion is set to testify tomorrow, and she is going to testify that she actually saw Tory shoot her. Now, Kelsey and Daystar, Tory, tested positive for gunshot powder on their hands, gunshot residue being on their hands. So with that again builds reasonable doubt that Kelsey or Tory did it. So whether who's lying or not is basically what you can prove in court. It's going to go 50-50. I don't really know who's going to come out on top of this. Now, Daystar did have a dramatic post last week, and this is what he had to say. I'm going to leave this here one more time and watch how it goes. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned. You sit and watch now, and don't ever question the God I serve again. This is my last tweet. Go ahead, Daystar. So that's what he had to say about his upcoming trial, which took place today. Like I said, we're going to be covering this every day. So tomorrow I have more updates for you guys. But I really don't know. Who do y'all think? Do y'all think that this is going to be, that he's going to get this jail time? What do y'all think? I don't know. It's going to be hard to prove. It's really going to be hard to prove. I don't believe that Megan saw him. I don't think she saw him because she said it. She said that she didn't see him. But apparently now she's testifying that she did. I don't know. AK said, I think he's lying too. But everybody, including Megan, have been acting shady from day one. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I don't see Megan lying on Tory. I don't see that. But I don't know. I don't know. Whether she's a whore or not, that gave you a reason to shoot her. I don't get him. Yeah, he's just a violent man. He's really violent, and he's very dangerous because, like I said, at one point I was like, damn, maybe he is telling the truth. Maybe who would keep saying he didn't do something if he did it? But after he lied on August Alsina and said he was at the studio, I was like, oh, wow, he's mentally ill. And then he went to court today with his son. I'm still waiting on the update. Did they kick the baby out or not? I didn't get that. I didn't get that. He has, yep, and that has nothing to do with her being shot. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, this is going to be juicy because contrary to what we've covered in the past, so y'all know we covered the Cardi B and Tasha K, that trial. So that was civil, y'all. There was no jail time on the line. Tory is facing jail. He is facing jail. So if they build that reasonable doubt, which is very plausible because look, Kelsey and him both had the powder. You build that reasonable doubt, you can definitely get off. This is hard. I believe when Megan turned around, she seen him trying to take the gun away from Kelsey. See, and that's another reasonable doubt. So just to put in perspective what the reasonable doubt is and why this shit is real in criminal trials. This weekend I just watched the Casey Anthony thing on Peacock, right? So y'all know, like, when this story broke news, I was in middle school at the time. It was 2008. I was in middle school. So I remember like my grandparents watching the trial, and I remember people being so upset because she was found not guilty. But I never ever went back like in my adulthood and actually looked inside the story. But I do want to break this down with y'all on another episode, but I'm just going to leave it here as far as this tidbit of reasonable doubt. Casey Anthony is maintaining that she does not know what happened to her daughter. For those 31 days before she reported the daughter missing, she basically cannot say what happened to her daughter, right? But the prosecution was basically alluding that she unalived her daughter and did something to her daughter to basically live out her dream of being a carefree woman. Like she didn't want to be a mom, right? So a lot of people say, how did she get off? She got off because there was a part in the mom. So Casey Anthony's mom's uh, interrogation with the police. And she said, well, could Kaylee could have drowned, right? So when Casey Anthony's defense team was watching back the clip, y'all know they built a whole reasonable doubt story of Kaylee drowning in the pool with her grandfather as a way to excuse that Casey's negligence. And that's basically how she got off. They could not prove how Kaylee died, when she died, where she died, or who killed her. They could not prove that. The prosecution could not prove it. The cadaver dogs, one sensed a body, the other did not. There was no liquid found in Kaylee's body, like lungs, but the defense team built a whole story on this drowning. And Casey said in her Peacock thing, she asked her lawyer, like, why are we saying drown? And he was like, because the mom said it. It builds reasonable doubt. And this bitch got off. She got off. And I was like, what the hell? And I felt so disgusted, exactly, AK and Nicole. I felt disgusted watching it because this little baby girl will never get her story told. She would never get justice. You know, Casey, also the defense team talked about her being sexually abused and all this stuff to basically refute anything that prosecution said, and it worked. It built reasonable doubt. So they could not say that without a doubt she did it. So if the prosecution cannot do the same for Tory Lanez, I do believe he's going to walk free. And it's looking like he might. Because if they can build some questioning around Kelsey, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But when I watched the Casey Anthony story, I was like, wow. So I'm going to go back and let me know in the comments if y'all want to do this. We can watch the trial together. I want to rewatch it. I like I said, I was a child at the time, but I want to rewatch it. I want to see exactly how they did this because I know this story is still very, very popular, and not popular like, oh, it's sensationalized, but it is because that defense team really did their job, and that's not a good thing for us, but I feel like it's a case study. It shows just how much reasonable doubt is. You think that they messed up by overcharging Casey? See, I don't even know exactly what all of her charges were, but I do feel like she should have been charged for lying to the police. I do feel like she should have been charged for negligence, maybe not unalivement because they couldn't prove the cause of death. But hey, the defense team came with that. Like one of the defense team's analysts, she even spoke on the documentary that I watched, and she basically refuted, like she broke down the scientific way of how like the chlorophyll couldn't have happened, the cadaver dog, and I was like, what? And for a second, I literally was like, so is she, like literally for a second, I was like, so is she innocent? And then after she kept talking, I was like, you funky bee. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. She's not innocent. She's not innocent. She is not innocent at all. Like she is, that lady is a piece of work. But that's a different story for a different day. But I just wanted to use that example of what reasonable doubt is. And if you got it, then he's getting off. So I want to know y'all thoughts below. What y'all think about this Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion? I'm up in the air. I want justice for Megan because I don't feel like anybody had the right to decide her life. Playing with guns is not okay. Period. Guns are way too serious. Shooting at her in her way is just wrong. And do I believe that Tory is too cocky? Yes, I believe that he doesn't even take things seriously, because y'all know he violated the restraining order. Like, he just doesn't care. And I feel like he should be in trouble for that. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So yeah, they should have went with second degree. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so they did overcharge her. Yeah, I'm gonna look back into it because I was really disturbed. I didn't even get through the last episode. I've only watched 1 and 2 because I was so sick to my stomach. Like, watching, I was like, wow, like this is how it goes. And even the judge, like, I looked up the judge that overseen it, and he spoke out about the Peacock documentary, and he was like, no, she did it. Like, the sheriff said, like, they're all like, like, she got off, but she ain't innocent, y'all. She did this. Like, they believe that, but because we have to trust in our judicial system, and she went before a trial, and her jury, found her not guilty. There's nothing that the judge could do. The judge couldn't be like, yeah, so he had to just read it off, and agree, or not agree, but accept it. But no, he does not agree, and he is not happy with the documentary. Now, I may be wrong for saying this. I do think y'all should watch it if you're able to take your emotions out of it. Cause baby, I was emotional. Like, I still haven't got through the third episode, but I'm gonna do it tonight. But after I took my emotions out, I was like, wow, like, this is really scary. This is really scary. Because Casey Anthony's trial was publicized, but there's probably many other trials like this that we miss on the daily, of people doing things and getting off because of reasonable doubt. And plus, I know that y'all said y'all don't want to put any money in her pocket. Y'all, I promise y'all, she already got paid. She already got paid. They gave her that check up front, so she ain't getting no extra check. And a lot of people still hate her. I looked it up on Twitter, and baby, they still hate her. It ain't changing. If anything, all she got is Rosie on her side. Is that Rosie that spoke out and said she believes that the daddy did it? I don't know. I don't think that the daddy did it. I think she did it. And I'm not gonna be looking for my child for 31 days. I don't care. If for any reason I left my child with her father, we're married. If I left my children with their father and they ain't back, I'm calling the police on him too if I don't beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way. So 31 days, guilty. So that is my tidbit for today, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next episode of All the Way Home with Audrey tomorrow. Same place, same time. Again, please don't forget to like on your way out. Bye.